So our 10th and final category in the 10th year of the awards, it's the MVP. Phone of the Year. There's a lot of choices. This always feels like the highest pressure award. It's also my favorite just because what phone do I choose to carry the torch to sort of represent the entire year in smartphones? With all that we've just talked about, with all the exciting features and the risk takers and the comeback stories and the bust of the year and all this stuff, which phone gets the award? And I think my philosophy here is I am rewarding overall greatness. So there are a couple runner-ups here that absolutely deserve real spotlight for a minute. Vivo X200 Pro, especially. So like, I didn't even review this phone, but again, it came out late this year, and this phone, this is like got it all territory. It's got the awesome super bright screen. It's got the great chipset. It's got these incredible cameras and that shooting experience, great battery life, super fast charging. What doesn't it have? Maybe just the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip at this point, although it does have a pretty great MediaTek chip that's no slouch and that enables a lot of its features. But in general, you're in can't really go wrong territory here. But I keep, I'm looking around. There's some other really good ones here, and I can't help but look over back at the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. From being such a big comeback story for the Pixel Fold series and being such a good phone, a foldable that I would actually daily to this day, and doing so many things right, this feels like I should highlight it, so here we are. But it didn't win. You know what else feels worth highlighting though? This was the year of the base iPhone, especially getting way more praise than the Pro iPhones. This was the most complete base iPhone they've ever made. It's getting Apple Intelligence and all that, but it also got more RAM, new colors. I like the matte rails. This was a really good year for not spending $1,500 on an iPhone. But also, in these smartphone awards, I typically want to give a shout out to the phone that I am currently daily driving. I could use basically any phone, so maybe that means something to you. And so, that would be this one. This is the Pixel 9 Pro XL that is kind of dinged up and scratched, but this is the phone I use. I use the XL over the smaller one just because of the extra battery life. But it didn't win. We're rewarding greatness here. The MVP for 2024 is the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. This phone is just so good at everything. Literally everything. I don't know how many of you are golfers, but let me just make a quick analogy. This phone is 2024 Scottie Scheffler. How is he so good at everything? He's an incredibly long driver, but he's also one of the most accurate drivers on tour. He also leads tee to green strokes gained. He's also making every putt inside 10 feet. He has the short game. How is he so good at everything? But that's this phone. It's kind of boring, actually, and I think a lot of golf fans will appreciate that. So is Scotty, kinda. But that's the point, is it's not making a ton of headlines for any one flashy thing or any one bad thing. It's just so good. So if you want to reward a single phone with a great screen, a great chip, a great battery, great cameras, great software, great support, great durability, even the anti-reflective coating on the screen is way above average. Even the vibration motor is good. Even the speakers are good. And I don't even use the stylus. So this is the phone that I actually used the most during 2024. And I think probably of the last 6, 7, 8 years of reviewing smartphones, this is the phone that I've come back to after reviewing a phone more than any other. I think I use this phone for like 9 months out of the year, which doesn't sound like that much. But for me, that's a long time. This phone, it just does everything right. It deserves this award. It might not be the flashiest. It might be the most boring choice here, but I fully think it deserves it. This one carries the torch. I'm looking forward to seeing the sequel, but S24 Ultra, that's your phone of the year. And with that, thank you for 10 years of the Smartphone Awards. I don't get to do this for 10 years without you guys. Obviously the support and you watching means everything. And it's kind of the greatest job ever, getting to test all these different phones and review them all and give my honest feedback and thoughts on them, and to have that actually count for something. So it's motivating to me to want to make the next one even better than ever before. So 10 down, 10 more to go maybe.